Please tell me I have sound. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Hello? Please tell me I have a sound. Please tell me you can hear me. Oh, please. Yay! Oh, God. Sorry, guys. I don't know what that was about. This freaking clock app, I tell ya. It has just been such a... Man, it's like, welcome back. You get no sound. Welcome back to Doing Lives. Nope, no sound for you. Man, this app has been so glitchy this month. This whole month, this app has been doing all kinds of weird things. If anybody follows Cecilia, she's been talking about it. So they've had all kinds of interesting things going on, and oy, oy, oy. At any rate, hello, I've missed you all. I'm so excited to be here tonight. And I'm even more excited that you guys can hear me natter on about everything I did for the last 2 weeks. Oh, anyone heard the sound I made? Yeah, I love Cecilia. She's great. Not starving, thank you. I posted one video and TikTok told me it's been so weird. It's been so weird. Yeah, it's been so weird. It's been doing all kinds of, I'm kind of been grateful, like the 2 weeks that I kind of took off have been, wow, it's been doing all kinds of random things. This is a very weird, blotchy, hi, damn chat, hello. It's very weird, it's very blotchy. Dyeing this sucker was a journey, and I used Beaver Brown, but it was a little bit too warm, and because I wanted it more like a brown, like a stick outside type of brown, I added a little bit of black, but she patchy, but that's okay, it'll be fine, I think. Anyways, we'll see what happens after I do a wash back. I've never tried to do a wash back on an ostrich egg. I have no idea. You finished your research paper. Congrats. Fantastic. I'm doing a lavender chamomile tonight. For anybody wondering. It's not patchy, it's ombre. Oh, fun. So, yeah, but for those that are wondering, what the hey. We're doing some little branches with some little pussy willows. I'm not being vulgar. That's what those are called. I can't remember the other names for them. It's got natural variation like wood tones. Exactly. That's what I thought. So we're gonna put our branches on, and I know there's another name for them other than pussy willows, but that's what I grew up calling them, so that is what I'm going to call them. So, bum. Okay. I want to name one of my kids Willow. I think Willow's a beautiful name. Really does make it look like it's interesting to work on. It's not really, I feel like, affecting like the drawing on it or the design, but it is different to work on as opposed to like a flat, smooth chicken's egg or like a quail's egg that has been rinsed and had the little speckles removed. So it is different, but yeah, dyeing it is definitely a little trickier than I'm used to. So my nails, I went with, you might have noticed I cut them because I've been doing lots of house stuff and landscaping, so I did have to trim them, but I'm wearing Xylar today. I feel like it's very summery. I feel like orangey goldy is a very summery color. Rocking a baby with egg time. Aww. How did you dye it? Oh my God. It was, look, it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. Basically, I just put it in the bowl. I dumped the dye on it. I was wearing gloves. I rolled it on it, and then I just drained. I used the funnel to drain the dye back in the jar so I don't waste them. But like that was a whole thing. I did it off camera because I had never tried it before. And I got fake date. Oh, I love fake date. It's so funny. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But because I had never tried dyeing an ostrich egg before, so I didn't want my first time doing it to be on camera. I wanted to at least try to semi-figure out what I was doing before I went on camera and was like, hello, I'm an expert egg artist. Please watch me as I demonstrate these ancient, artistic, folk art techniques. Meanwhile, like just a mess, not knowing what the hell I'm doing. But I mean, that's like usual, so I will get it on video. I will get it on video. I just, the first time I was doing it, I was gonna do it with I was gonna embarrass myself by myself the first time I did it. Okay. Holly, palm, and sage. Wow. I haven't caught your lives in so long. I've been gone. I took a couple weeks off. I took a couple weeks off. I don't know if other people can relate to this. I was one of those things where I felt like I got so much done, but yet nothing. I know I got so many things done, but there's still like so much left to do. So I was in some, and you mentioned Ducky. Oh, that's cute. I'm glad that little Ducky over there has a little fan base. People actually know about him. That's cute. I love that. I'm sure I sounded absolutely... Ducky, the non-binary peafowl. You know, that one. Everyone else is like, we have no idea what you're talking about. I feel like the people that sort of just come by my live and have never seen this before, and they'll just come across it on their FYP or something, and they stop in just for like a couple minutes, they must hear some of our conversations and just be like, what are these people talking about? Okay. They do now. You know, the famous non-binary peafowl, that one. Like, they got to be the only non-binary peafowl out there. I mean, I could be wrong. Somebody about egg chickens, she thought chicken farming. Aw, my friend that has chickens, she gave me some of her eggs once, and I did up a couple for her because she's very attached to her chickens. And then I need to get those to her. I haven't given them back to her. I need to do that. I'm sure there's a non-binary cosplayer who's dressed like a peafowl somewhere. We can only hope. Okay. The guy I'm talking to thinks it's adorable that I watch eggs. I love that. I love that so much. Furries, man. Oh. We love it all. We're accepting of everyone here, including the furries. Oh, you duetted with my first beginner. Oh, I'm going to have to. I haven't really been on TikTok all that much in the last couple weeks. I will have to go and look for that. I'm trying to get better at it, but just not. I need to be more social on social media. I'm not as good at keeping up with stuff as I should be. Yeah, I need to get better at that. It's like everything in my life. It's consistency. Consistency is the thing, isn't it? Consistency. You have kids, it's okay. Oh my God, my kids. I would love to tell you guys a couple of stories that have happened in the last couple of weeks. One happened yesterday. I have been going through all of my kids' stuff and decluttering. And oh, I love live streams of Zoo and Chloe. I could watch the pandas all day long. I love the pandas. I was decluttering my kids' toys, so I took their toy bin, and I thought, well, I need to sort through this. So the easiest way to do this is I will just dump these bins out on the couch and sort through it. And it's like, dolls, clothes, and shoes and all that. Razzmatazz. So I dumped the toy bins out on my couch so I can sort through, see what we're going to keep, what we're going to get away, yada, yada, yada. All of a sudden I noticed a little pile of rice. I'm like, I'm just, as I'm sorting through it, like there seems to be rice everywhere. And I lift up a couple of things, and it's like there's like an open 10-pound bag of rice on my couch, just everywhere. And I was so confused. And then I find it. My vintage Care Bear from like 1985, 84. And it has been completely, entirely ripped open, all the stuffing removed, and just its head was filled with rice. I think at some point the rest of its body was, but now the rice was all over my couch and my floor and everything else. And what I pieced together was that my oldest daughter, thought she would turn my vintage Care Bear into a Beanie Baby. So she ripped it open, took out all of the stuffing, went into our little dry storage area, took the rice, big giant bag of rice, filled the Care Bear with it, and then lost interest in the activity and went about her business. It just sat in that bin, just full of rice, completely open, for, I don't know, God knows how long. It could have been a day, it could have been a week, it could have been a month, I have no idea. She could have done this at Christmas for all I know. It's been a while since I've decluttered that toy bin. So yeah, that was exciting. I was like, what made you think to do that? And she dead ass looked at me in the face and said, well, I asked Eva if it would be okay, and she said it would be fine. And I'm like, you asked your younger sister for permission to do this activity? Like, okay. And so I actually filmed this. I made a video, and I tried posting it on TikTok, and TikTok would not let it post. So that was exciting. But dun, 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 dun. How did you end up dying this one? I've missed the last well, I've been gone for 2 weeks, so you probably haven't missed too much. But trying to pass the blame, absolutely she was. Essentially, it was a big old bucket that I just poured dye over and rolled it around. And yeah, that was it was messy. I wore gloves. So I'll try to see if I can get it. I'll try to see if I can get it to post. If I can't get it to post to TikTok, what I'll do, because I know a few of you are following me on my Instagram, I'll probably put it in my stories there. If I can't get it to post on TikTok, I'll put it in my stories on Instagram. My cheeky, crafty lady Instagram. I was able to get it like on my personal Instagram, which I never go on. I used to go on it all the time, and then I kind of got chased off of it. That's a long story. But so I just haven't really posted anything on there for about Oh, I haven't probably posted anything on Instagram stories. It is, yeah, it's Cheeky Crafty Lady on Instagram. The shell reminds me of squeezing the oranges this morning. It does, like the skin texture, it looks totally like a grapefruit or an orange. Absolutely. But I could tell it had been a while because I had like immediately like 30 people when I posted that video message me being like, "Oh my God, I miss your videos. This is hilarious." I was like, "Oh yeah, doing the thing. How are you? You're not on Instagram anymore." I'm like, "Yeah, no, not online anymore." Not mentioning my TikTok. Some people in my real life know that I have a TikTok, but I've kind of been keeping that on the down low and not telling anybody. Because, oh my God, is it fun? And I kind of don't want it to get ruined. Okay. I do. Shh, Jody, you're allowed to know. You're fine. It's my mom and all her friends. I don't want to know that I have a TikTok. Okay. So we got our little branches there. Let's put these ones on. I love your nails. Thank you. This is Xyler. It's either Xyler the cat or it might just be Xyler. It's Simply Nailogical. Her line, it's called Holo Taco. I love it. Is that, yes, I'm putting bees. So this is an ostrich egg. This is a very old folk art, a Slavic folk art called Pisanke. And so this is an ostrich egg. And I'm using this tool called a Kitska. And it's got some beeswax in it. And yeah, I'm basically, this brown color right now, I'm sealing it in. So in my final design, wherever you see me putting the wax right now, it's going to be brown at the very end. The final design. Speaking of, I think I need to reload my Kitska. Working with this giant roll of paper towel is interesting for filming, let me tell you. I think I have wax in there. It must just be clogged, but so I use these sheets of beeswax. I get these from Ukrainian Accessories. And you just melt a little bit in. You warm it in your candle. And then, yeah. Surface tension keeps the wax inside the tool until you touch it to a surface and then it comes out. It's not quite flowing very good. I'm pretty sure I have some soot clogging it. So I'm just going to take this really tiny piece of wire. Yeah, there it is. I can hear my daughter upstairs humming to her heart's content. That's how she stims. She hums. And she only does it when she's like really happy or content. We went to the library. We got an absolute metric ton of books. So she's in her bed right now, surrounded by books about space, and she's humming right now. And it's flippin' adorable. I wish she would sleep, but it's cute. Okay. I got stung by a bee today trying to get a package on my friend's. Oh no, I hope you're okay. I hum to myself all the time and I have no idea. Yeah, me. I think I've told this story on my lives before. That was also, when I was younger, it was also a way that I stimmed, and I would also do it and not notice I would do it. And one really horrific day, I was in my Gateways LA class. Because what's the point in being neurodiverse if you're also not gifted? So you can just feel like a failure all of the time. But I was in my Gateways LA class in grade 7, and I was doing a very loud, impassioned humming performance of The Farmer in the Dell. And I didn't know I was doing it until all of a sudden I looked up and realized the entire class was staring at me. That was exciting. Can we request story time about how you kidnapped Mr. Poe? Oh, yes. It's I feel like it'd be very anticlimactic. But yeah, he would technically it was stolen. Stolen. I kidnapped him. I catnapped. There was a catnap. There was a kitten napping. A catnapping. I took him. Essentially, what it was, I was dating someone who was a terrible person. But, you know, what else are you going to do in your early 20s than date people that are completely wrong for you, you know? And, obliterate thumbs, thank you. But, yeah, no, it wasn't that great of a person. And, his brother was interesting. I've actually seen his brother since, and he looks like he, turned his life around and turned out very differently than I thought he was going to, and it made some positive changes. And so I don't want to talk ill about him, because I think he turned out to be a very decent person. But at the time, my boyfriend's brother, him and his live-in girlfriend got this kitten. I think they were fighting, and it was one of those things where, like, let's go to the SPCA and get a kitten because that will solve all of our problems. And I was cat sitting for them at some point because they got the kitten and then they immediately went, like, on a trip or something. Or they just had to ditch out of town for a while for some reason. I honestly can't remember. But there was jokes made about feeding the cat certain hallucinogenic funguses to see what it would do. And it was like one of those jokes that I was like, I feel like you're joking, but you're also not joking. And I think I just straight up was like, I'm taking this cat, to be honest. I was just like, so I'm taking this cat. Like, this is my cat now. Like, no, this is my cat now. That's basically it. That's the whole story. I was like, it's just like, this is my cat now. This is my cat now. So, I technically stole him, but I mean, like, you know, sometimes you gotta be the bad guy, right? Sometimes you gotta be the bad guy, and that's okay. I've had him and loved him for 17 years. Give cats hugs, not drugs. Are you Ukrainian at all, or do you do egg painting as a hobby? Both. I mean, I'm Canadian. I was born in Canada, so I have Ukrainian ancestry. This egg right here was done by my great-grandmother. So this comes from the maternal side of my family, the Ukrainian and the tradition. So I grew up, my mom taught me and my brothers how to do it, and now I teach my daughters how to do it, and I teach anyone on TikTok that is interested in learning. You saved him from shrooms and he went into the yeah. 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 That was a few years later, though. That was a few years later. He wasn't a kitten when that happened. That was a few years later. It was like 2 or 3 years after. Canadian Ukraine. Oh, hello. So yeah, it's my great grandma. She's the Ukrainian. Well, actually, her and my great grandpa were both Ukrainian. Why is my Kate not working? There's okay. What am I doing here? Looking at the chat and I'm not getting my egg done. I feel like I either look at the chat and don't do anything on my egg, or I look at my egg and I miss everything in the chat. It's like one or the other. I don't ever get. You are still working on the ostrich egg. Honestly, I feel like this ostrich egg is like going to be a summer project, honestly. It's going to be like she gonna be taking a while, but I wanna put the detail on, so I wanna put the detail on. Do, do, do. Okay. All right. There we go. Why does my music feel so quiet? There we go. What other colors are you planning to use? So I'm definitely going to do a wash back to set this back to like a white creamy color. And then I'm going to go into probably Yukon Gold. Get a nice deep golden yellow. And then we'll probably do... We'll see where we go from there. I would like to maybe do a soft green and like a turquoise. And then a nice deep blue, I think. Kind of like... You can't see it, but hang on. Kind of like Ducky here. Ducky the non-binary peafowl. So this side, oh look, we're random. It's like the shell dried out in a couple areas. What I can't remember the phobia of like holes. It starts with a T. I can't remember, but if anybody is suffering from that, I apologize because that's probably gonna freak you out. But yeah, so this side is going to be kind of inspired by Ducky here. Non-binary peafowl. We love Ducky. Trypophobia? Trypophobia. I think. I'm sorry, Grunge 60. Sorry. Here, we'll flip her over. I don't know. It's like drying out in a couple of spots, I guess. This is my first ostrich, so I am learning everything on the fly. How the shell kind of takes dye, how it reacts to vinegar, how it takes wax, just everything I'm learning on the fly. And then this side is going to be kind of based on this one I did with the Pussy Willows because I just think it's pretty. And I liked it. I could have done the whole thing. I didn't know it was a word before. I've learned so many things. It was somebody in the live because I was saying that Ducky was non-binary, Ducky the non-binary peacock. And then we realized that no, peacock, because peahens are female and peacocks are male. So it would, the peafowl, Ducky the non-binary peafowl. That's the gender neutral term for that animal. So there we go. We all learned something that day. Is the dye holding in those spots? Kind of. Not really. I don't know. We're going to find out, you know? When I go to take the wax off at the very end, we might have a big old mess for all I know. We're going to... or it's going to be a surprise every step of the way. It's like, oh, look at that. Didn't know it did that. Oh, look at that. Didn't know it did that. That's going to be kind of the name of the game here. I'm hoping... I had a company car that had holes in the dashboard. Oh, no, that would suck. That would suck. But yeah, I'm hoping, because like I've never done an ostrich egg before, and I'm hoping I could maybe demystify it a little bit. And if you guys see me kind of struggling through and figuring it out as I go, you might be less daunted and willing to try doing an ostrich yourselves if you've never tried one before. Is hoping what I'm hoping for. Hope for the best. Yeah, just hope for the best. Sometimes you just gotta throw wax on an egg and hope it works out, you know? Relatable. Just throw wax on an egg and hope it turns out. I think sometimes with these like older art forms, it's like, it is a little bit intimidating, right? And it's good to sometimes demystify things, right? I've said it before and I'll say it again. The more people we have doing this art form, the more it pushes the art form forwards. go. Is it hard? Oh, I'm missing. Is it hard to get the wax to fall into the dimples? No, it really kind of just goes in. It really kind of just, yeah, getting the wax, trying to palm this. It's like trying to palm a basketball. And I have big hands too, and I'm still struggling. I started doing Pasanki wash. Yay! I'm so glad you started. YSA Risa. Sorry, I'm not saying your screen name correctly, but I'm glad. I'm glad you started. That's exciting. I'm doing an ostrich. Big Mama, I'm calling her Big Mama. Oh my God, out of my comfort zone, every step of the way. Starting to wonder if I even do eggs in my comfort zone anymore, because I feel like I say that often. But you know what? It's good. It's good. No, it doesn't. It kind of just goes right in all those little dimples quite well. I mean, I guess the real test will be. It's like potential Pasanki brings me so much joy. So many possibilities. So the wax is, I use these sheets of beeswax from Ukrainian Accessories, and she adds a candle colorant to them. You can get these in like navy blue, red, black, white. I like the black because I find it is the one that shows up the best. Unless you are doing something like you're working on a dark... Actually, you know what? I need to fill my Kitska so I can show you guys that right now. If you're working on it and it's like all black and you're trying to do like a washback technique, then sometimes it's really useful to use the white wax. So you can see where you put it. A lady I watch has a snake on her property she calls Big Mama. I want to bite the wax tab. You and everybody else. I do have a video way back, I think in like February, where I bit it on camera just to show you guys how disappointing it would be. And because I was getting so many requests for, just bite the wax. I want to see what it looks like. I want to bite the wax. Oh, it was funny. Okay. Okay, so the other thing we did during our 2 weeks off, I think I was trying to explain this and then we lost sound earlier. I was starting to tell you guys the story. We went, the girls and I, and we went to our first trip to the hair salon in 2 years. We all got our hair cut. And it was so exciting. My kids were so excited to go to an actual hairdresser. I don't even think my younger daughter, because she was like 5 the last time she went to a hairdresser, I don't think she even remembers going life before in the long ago, in the before time. And we went and saw my friend Chelsea at Masterpiece Salon, and my older daughter did the big chop. She went from middle of the back to above the shoulder. She cut it all off. It looks so cute. She absolutely loves it. And she looks very grown up. And my youngest daughter had a complete meltdown in the salon because she didn't like that her big sister looked too grown up, she decided. And she sobbed and she sobbed. Oh my goodness. She was devastated because her sister looked just too grown up. Yeah. Yeah, she loves it. I think it's super cute. The daughter that cut her hair thinks it's super cute. My husband had a little bit of a shock when we got home and she came around the corner. He was like, oh God, because she doesn't look 9. She looks like she's 12. She looks a lot older than her age, especially now with the shorter haircut. But it just is what it is. But, yep. Little sissy had a hard time. Big, huge tears at the salon. That was interesting. I was trying to take a picture of them. She's just sobbing. Just sobbing. Yeah, I think it's just one of those things. I think change is just hard. It's just one of those, some kids are like fine with change. They're like good with it. Other kids just have a really hard time. I put some blonde in my hair for the first time in 5 years. I haven't had blonde in my hair in a long time. Because I just felt like something new. So Mama put some blonde in her hair. Oh, what's that? And she let me know she did not like the blonde in my hair either. Your grandma's getting to go home. Yay! That's good news. That's good news. That's excellent news. I'm back. Hello. I'm back. Still working on Big Mama. It's been 2 months. Yeah, that's a long time. Okay. Oh God. That's a screw up. That's okay. We'll just put a little bud there or something. It'll be fine. Home nurses, but at least she'll be home. Yeah. At least she'll get to be home with her stuff in her own bed. Sorry if I'm not doing a great job of getting this on camera. I'm still trying to figure out how to film this sucker. It's just so massive. I don't think I'm ever going to get used. I don't find the pits difficult. No, I find them like like I said, I mean, I guess we'll see at the end if it actually, the wax did a good job or not, but like it's not tripping me up or anything. If anything's tripping me up, it's just trying to adjust to how big this sucker is. It's it just my normal, I can't do any of my, I can't get my regular angle, if that makes sense. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. But we're getting it. We're getting it. Okay. Here we go. All right, so we have our little branches on. Now I think we're going to do our little nubby things for for lack of a better term. Little stems, I guess. I'm going to put those on. What was it? Oh God, what was I doing here? No, I need one right there. That's a little, oh, that's gonna look weird. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. my younger kid did something to troll me in the last little while, and now all of a sudden it's gone out of my head. I cannot remember it. The Care Bear, the Care Bear fiasco yesterday took precedence, I guess, in my brain space. But she also did something that I was like, I have to remember to tell you guys on the live. Where am I going here? Okay. I also got to do something else extremely fun, which I never get to do. I took off for a couple of days, and I went and visited my friend, and we surprised our other friend for her birthday. And I just feel like I never get to do stuff like that, and I got to do that, and it felt really nice. It felt really good. A random shape blob that I'm going to turn into a character. Right now? Where am I? You need a random blob? Get ready. Get ready to screenshot this sucker. Get ready to screenshot this sucker. I don't know if this is what you meant, but we're doing it. We're doing it. Okay. Bum. Hang on. We gotta... He's a free-flowing, loose form blob shape. Alright, there you go. Screenshot that sucker. There we go. This might be a deep cut and no one's gonna know what I'm talking about, but this kind of reminds me of like the Barbapapas. Was that a fever dream of mine, or does anybody remember the Barbapapas? The shape-changing Barbapapas. Let me know. Flubber. Yeah, that does kind of look like Flubber. R.I.P. Robin Williams, we miss you. We love you. But okay, it wasn't a fever dream. Somebody else remembers Barbapapas. Thank God. Thank God. You know how sometimes... Like clapping fancy fish. I have not. I need to go and see. I haven't been on TikTok. I am behind. I haven't been on TikTok. I need to get caught up. Where, oh God, I lost him. There I am. Friends, how are we watching the Olympics? Oh, we're not. Yeah. I feel bad. I've been very, just with everything going on with Simone Biles and everything, and like, just, I don't know. There's been a few things that I just really don't agree with. It's been hard to get excited, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like kind of meh about the whole thing. Me too. I'm gonna watch her probably. She'll do her whatever routines. There'll be like a whatever 5-minute clip on the YouTubes. And I'll probably watch it 15,000 times in a row. That's probably how I'm gonna watch the Olympics. Yeah, they did. It's hard. She's not the only one. There's been a couple of black athletes, particularly black female athletes, that they've just treated terribly. Like I would love to say Simone's the only one, but there's like, I think like a half dozen at this point. And it's hard to, I don't know, it feels hard to be excited about it at that point, you know? Like, meh. I don't know. I kind of love that she's just absolutely amazing no matter what. So I follow her on her socials. I will watch her and support her till the end of time. If she's in the Olympics or not, I will just... She's very sweet too. She's super cute, sweet person, and she's overcome a lot. And yeah, I will support her until the end of time. Oh, I started from the bottom. That was a mistake. Now I have to hope it works out. Whoopsie whoopsie. It's okay. We'll figure it out. It's going to be fine. We'll just fudge it and we'll make it fit. There. Look at that. No one will know. So I'm going to do a wash back, and whatever weird, creamy, light brown, tannish color I get will be whatever color the Pussy Willows are. Although Pussy Willows are gray. Maybe I'll do little tops of them gray. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. The opening ceremonies were very respectful to a lot of groups of people. That's good. I hope that's not so. I hope they were, and you're not being sarcastic, and I'm just missing it. How will they know? They're gonna know. How will they know? My brain just thinks in TikTok sounds anymore. I don't have like an inner dialogue anymore. It's just TikToks. Ooh. I can hear someone upstairs roaming around. If I hear a door close, I might have to go investigate. Someone might try deciding it's time to go jump on the trampoline. Dear God. Back in the day, I used to think in vines. There's still a couple. Country boy, look at all those chickens. There's still a couple every now and then where a Vine sound will come into my head. And to be honest, I didn't really watch Vine, but the amount of Vine compilations on YouTube. Oh God. Oh God. Oh no. Abort. It went bad. It went bad. Okay, it's okay. We're just going to walk away. We're just going to walk away. We're just going to pretend that it didn't happen. Nobody's going to know. Nobody's going to know. They're not going to know. They're going to know. How will they know? Oh, God, what is going on? What is going on? It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm in therapy. Oh, God. I've missed you guys. I've missed you guys and our shenanigans. Our shenanigans. All right, I'm going to clean off the outside of this because it's clearly there's some issues going on. It's a huge egg. No one will see it. Just roll it to the other side. Nobody will see. I do need merch. I know. We've been saying that for a while. I've got like 7,000 t-shirt ideas. I have so many plans for when my kids are back in school and I actually have time to myself again and I can like get some work done. I have so many plans for so many things. I just need more hours in the day. More hours in the day. So there we go. We got our little branches. We got our little nubs. And then we'll be able to put little on the end of those little nubs. There we go. That's my scientific terminology. Okay, here we go. Oh no, chat froze? That sucks. Let me know if it's still freezing. No, it's working. Okay. We had no sound earlier, so you just never know. I had to restart twice. Because this clock app is interesting. Yeah, I'll see if I can get the whole Rice Care Bear fiasco video. I'll see if I can get it uploaded. Hopefully I can. We'll see. Rice Care Bear fiasco, yes. I was decluttering the other day, and I took my kids, like, they have this shelf with these little bins of toys, these little Tupperware bins of toys. And so I was going to do like a big sort through and decluttering and get rid of stuff that they don't play with anymore. And news at 11, yes. But so I turned the bins over onto the couch, thinking it would be the easiest way to kind of sort through everything because I could see it. And then I was picking through, I just noticed there was rice everywhere. And then I got picked up a few more things. It's just like there's like a 10-pound bag of rice that got freaking dumped all over my couch. I was like, what the hell? And then I find my vintage Care Bear from like 1984 or whatever. It's been ripped open and all of the stuffing removed. The head was full of rice. The body wasn't. I think at one point it was, but she just never sewed it back up. And so it was just open, rice pouring everywhere. My 9-year-old was trying to turn my vintage Care Bear into a Beanie Baby. And yeah, needless to say, she lost interest, I guess, halfway through and just never finished. She pulled it open, took it all the stuffing, filled it with rice, and just abandoned the project. So, yeah, that's the Care Bear rice story. I was very confused. I was like, why did you do that? Well, I asked Eva for permission. She asked her younger sister for permission if it would be okay. Everybody take a water break. I'm having some tea. Thank you. Obliterated thumbs, thank you. I don't know where my voice went. Oh, God. Yeah, the fact that she was like, well, I asked my sister for permission. It's like, no. You come to me for permission. That's exactly what she did. She was like, yeah, I don't care. I think the thought process was her being like, I want to try to turn one of our stuffies into a Beanie Baby. This is an old stuffy. I don't care about it. Do you care about it? Like, do you mind if I turn this into a Beanie Baby? And Eva was like, yeah, I don't care. Rip that sucker apart. I want to watch. I think that's I think that's what happened. Oh, I just remembered the other thing I was going to tell you guys. So, start using that excuse. But I asked my younger sister and she said it was fine. I'm sorry, officer. I asked my younger sister. She thought it was totally fine. Morgan, hello. How are you? Long time no see, chat, ticky talk. Hello. But yeah, so I remembered. Hi. I remembered what so it's been like 2 weeks of my kids like trolling me like any other time, to be completely honest. But I remembered, first of all though, Musings with Morgan, how are you doing? How is work going? How is your neck of the woods doing? I was out doing some landscaping. I've been doing some landscaping. I've been laying brick. Here is a little close-up of the waxing. Been on a hiatus in the past 2 months. Oy, insomnia sucks. I'm sorry you're dealing with that. Insomnia sucks. I was awake from 3:30 until about 5 a.m. last night, and it just sucks. It wrecks your whole... When you don't get enough sleep, it's really hard. It's really challenging. Bug Eater, hello. Hello, hello. It's not just you. I took 2 weeks off, so not just you. Not just you. This is my new favorite channel. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice thing to say. Don't know if I'm terribly exciting, but thank you. So we're still working. We're still working on Big Mama. Still working away here on her. Right, for a month now, probably. I found, so I'm trying this new app. It's called Rise. And it's one of those ones where you can try it. I think it's like you can try it for a week for free. And then I think, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is so calming. Not anymore. Oh my God. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. Well, she was giving me warnings, right? She was blobbing. She gave me all the warnings and I chose to ignore them. I was like, nah, bitch, I want to work on my egg. You're going to work. And she was like, I gave you warnings and you disobeyed me. What do I always tell you guys? Pasenki is a fickle mistress and she will punish you. So for those of you that don't know why I'm kind of freaked out right now, once you lay the wax on the egg, that's it. You can't back up. That's it. Once the wax is on, it's on. That's done. We can't go back. We can't go back. So we have an opportunity. Why did my voice go up 5 octaves? We have an opportunity to make a whole new design. And we're gonna do it. I just need to have a small nervous breakdown first. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. Okay. Ostrich eggs are more forgiving. Are they? Okay. Maybe it can just peel off. Okay. So, it is possible that we could just do a brown band, like a brown strip right here, and have some design over here, and then have like another strip of color right off there. Scrape it off and rub it with the scratching tool. You have a scratching tool? What is this scratching tool? What is this scratching tool? I see a potential daisy. Oh. The stabby hole makers. Oh. Okay, I love. Can we just take a moment? Can we just take a moment and just acknowledge the fact that you said the filing tool, and I was like, had no idea what you were talking about. And then when you said the stabby hole maker, I was like, oh, knew exactly what you meant. Knew exactly. It will die again after that. Okay. Hold, please. I'm going to draw it and send it in the chat. Make no drastic moves. Okay. This isn't getting dealt with tonight, so you have time. This I'm going to have to take a while and percolate on if I want to try working with it. Or if I want to try this mythical Kohava, this mythical technique she's talking about. I've never had success with scraping the wax off and then getting the dye to take. I have also never used the stabby hole maker tools on it though. So I use the stabby hole makers a lot. LOL, am I the only non-moderator? There's 77 people, 78, so definitely not. No, I had to make like a bunch of people mods. I did for June, I did like a Pride series, and it got some interesting attention. So I had to kind of frantically make a bunch of people mods there for a bit. I feel like there was a minute there where everybody that was coming into my lives, I was like, do you want a mod? Just had to make a whole bunch of people mods. It was like that one, it was like 1 or 2 lives that I did, and I was just like, ooh, I need some mods. Yeah, we did. We had some interesting, yeah, they did. They got spicy. So I had to just go through and make like a ton of people mods just to be like, hey, just so, because it gets hard, right? Because I looked down at my egg and I missed things. I was missing things, and and it wasn't good. And I'd look back up and I'd be like, oh, holy hell. So thank you to everybody that was helping me contend with that situation, because my God, I was not expecting. I was not expecting. I was telling you guys this, I think, too. I had to go through and I had to go through my, like, the most recent people that I had start following me, and I had to delete a whole bunch. It was a little bit interesting. It was a little bit scare, but I'm hoping that that is passed by now. Hopefully they've found other things to do with their time. But if anybody, okay, I will go and look at it. I will go and look at it after I get done here. Okay, I will. I promise. I promise. Random question. Where do you get your eggs? This one, Sarah, Pray for a Riot, she sent it to me. This is from the Etsy store, Eggs, etc. And Sarah was lovely enough to send it to me. It was one of those things I always wanted to work on, an ostrich egg, and I just hadn't been able to track one down, and I kind of knew, I was like, okay, I'm going to have to go online. I'm going to have to go on like Etsy or someplace, and or like do like find a Facebook group or something where somebody has a connection and like find an egg. I just hadn't, I kept meaning to do it, hadn't gotten there yet. So Sarah deleted the middleman, which is my executive functioning. My middleman sucks. And she bypassed it. She just sent me this. So thank you, Sarah. I'm really sad about this. But I'm really excited to go check the group chat after and see what's in there. Da. I've been gone so long, we're still doing the drinking thing. Hey, always, always. You take a sip whenever you want. I just thought you were really zoomed in. No, no, no. Big Mama. Big Mama Ostrich. She big and she is spicy. I guess it's going to be one of those eggs where I'm just always like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I think it's just going to be one of those creative projects where I don't feel confident or comfortable the entire way through. I think it's just going to be one of those things. I'm going to learn a lot on this one. This whole chat has a drinking problem, and by that I mean we all need to be reminded to hydrate. Yes. I get, especially when I do Pysanke, when I write Pysanke, I just get so zoned in. And then all of a sudden I realize like I'm about to pee my pants. It's like I miss all of my physical, like all of my body's cues. I just get so in the zone. I like don't drink, I don't eat, I don't go to the bathroom. And then all of a sudden 6 hours later, I'm like, oh my God. This especially does that to me. I get into my little hyper-focused flow state and dear God. Don't drink the vinegar. Don't drink your vinegar water. It's the equivalent of a painter drinking their paint water instead of their coffee. That's when you know you're a real artist, when you drink your paint water or your vinegar water, I guess, I suppose. How I get when I'm crocheting before I know it, it's morning. It happens. It happens. It's just having fun, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, whoopsie whoops. I almost drank my rinse water like 10 minutes ago. Oh. Okay. Does your dye ever collect condensation inside the yards? I feel like sometimes they do, yes. And I'm trying to remember which one it is or when that happens. No, I can't think of it. Make sure they're not like in sunlight. Make sure they're not like on a windowsill or anything. Where is my voice going? Oh my goodness. This is not citrus. This is a hollowed out ostrich egg that I am doing Ukrainian Pysanke on. It's an old Slavic folk art where you decorate an eggshell using dyes and like a wax relief method. So right now I'm sealing in this brown color. So this is an old Slavic art form. Started with the pagans, and then it got adopted by Christianity. I watch her lives all the time and was like, why is she using a grapefruit? The kids go to bed and I start crocheting. All of a sudden it is 2:30. Oh God, do I relate to that? Okay, I want to tell you guys how my kid trolled me last week. Miss Eva. She trolled the absolute living daylights out of me. I'm trying to imagine doing pisake on a grapefruit. I feel like that would be challenging. Like just the oils in the peel, it would not work. So I was outside doing some yard work, landscapey type stuff. I'm pulling up some like crappy black edging and laying some like nice brick down and rock, and I'm just trying to make my backyard look like we're not the crazy people on the block, you know, that one house that you're like, that's where the crazy people live. I'm trying to not look like that house. I'm trying to be incognito. Like, we are the crazy house, absolutely. I just don't want people to know. I want it to be like a surprise. So anyways, I'm trying to make my backyard look aesthetic and like actually nice looking, like nice normal people live here. And so I'm ripping up. I tried starting last summer, didn't get very far. I got a case of the spicy sads last summer, and I got kind of immobile. I couldn't do much. I feel like sometimes with mental health and depression especially, we don't talk about the number it does on your energy levels. Like, it really does take away your energy to do like anything. It's really frustrating. So I didn't get a whole lot done last year. So I had this little pile of bricks that has been sitting out in my backyard all summer, or all winter. And regardless to say, this little stack of bricks had been sitting there since last summer. And I finally was moving it, getting some stuff done. And I lift up this one brick of this little pile that's been there the entire winter. And this is underneath. This little tarot card. And I own nothing like this. It was placed very precisely under this little stack of bricks. Like I said, it had been there all winter. It says idleness, stubbornness, reserve, rest, bravery, coldness. So obviously it's one of these ones, when it's upright, it reads this more positive. If it's reversed, it's more negative, like in most tarot. So I was like, oh my God, this was placed specifically for me to find, what does this mean? And I'm like, immediately, I'm like, what entity placed this? Oh my God, where does this come from? You know, just like losing my mind. Like, this is a sign from someone, something. I've just kind of like in the last year really gotten into my tarot cards. And so I was like, this is like a sign from something somewhere. Oh my God. And then I had a moment where I was like, okay, hold on, Christina, back it up. Mundane before magic. Learned that from Lacey and Lola on their podcast, The Witch's Grim, which is a very enjoyable podcast if you would like a podcast. They go into like sort of the history of like witchcraft and paganism, and they had like a whole episode on mermaids recently that was really fascinating. They'll talk about like Celtic witchcraft and Slavic witchcraft. They did a whole episode on Baba Yaga. But they always talk about, it's called The Witch's Grim. And they always talk about, you know, mundane before magic. And so after I let my brain get completely carried away that there's some entity that is trying to communicate with me by leaving me this tarot card, I was like, let's hold off a minute here. So I did a reverse image search and found that this is a tarot card to a book called like The History of Wizarding. It's a children's book. It's like a pop-up book with like different things and different little things you can take out. There's a set of these little 6 tarot cards in that book. And I recognized the book because my youngest daughter, Eva, got it for Christmas. And I was like, this is all fitting together now. And so I go and I find her and I'm like, Eva, did you put this outside under my stacks of bricks? And she was like, oh, you found it. And I was like, so you left it out there? She's like, yes, I put it there. And I cast a spell so that when it would be found, the person who hid it would live forever. And I was like, so you hid it? She was like, yes, and now I will live forever, Mommy. And she ran away. I was like, kid, for a minute there, you had me thinking. You had me thinking something. It was just like, I don't know. I had a moment where I was like, oh my God, I was meant to find this. This is a message from beyond. No, just my kid trolling me. Just my kid trolling me. Just my kids casting immortality spells. It's all good. Oh God, not again. Oh God. All right, we're just gonna have a real thick. The stem just gonna be real thick in a couple of places. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Do I have a different one that size? Yeah, probably. Am I going to get up and go find it? Or am I going to continue struggling on camera for all to see? That is the $1 million question, my friends, and we all know the answer. It's okay. It's okay. You know what? The sticks in nature, they're all knobbly and wobbly. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. There we go. It's pooling at the bottom, I saw, but you can't hear me shout. Oh no. Oh no. Why get up when you could not? Okay. I'm gonna finish these last little twigs and then probably call her a night. So I feel like the effort of getting up and finding a new Kiska right now, it's like, I'll just tough it out. I will probably regret that decision. It is most assuredly the wrong decision. Is it the decision that I'm going to make? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's okay. Is this the long-awaited ostrich egg? It is. It is. It's the full moon messing with it, girl. Oh, everybody remember to go put your water out. That's right. It's a full moon. Gonna go do some journaling. Gotta go do some journaling. That's probably why I was feeling so spicy earlier. Don't know if other people find that, but I find whenever there's, especially usually a new moon, but new moons and full moons have me feeling spicy. My oldest daughter the other day, I was like losing my kit about something, probably the umpteen millionth time my kids were deciding not to flush the toilet and just leaving me gifts. to look at, or not picking up their toys or something. I don't know. I was losing it about something. My oldest daughter was like, Mom, you're such an Aries. You really have a temper. I was like, Oosa, oosa, oosa. Says the ostrich egg. Yeah. Big mama. Big mama. Yeah, just out of nowhere. She's like, you're such an Aries, Mom. You really have a temper. I was like, you're about to see it. you're sure about to see it. But I can't because she's my kid and she gets it from me. But oh my God. Do you want to hear something hilarious? My 9-year-old, dead ass, looked my mother right in the face earlier today. My mom was complaining about something. She looked at my mother and she said, Grandma, I have no idea how you and Grandpa haven't gotten divorced yet. Just looked her right in the face and said that. To which my mother replied, I simply don't have the time. I have a very precocious 9-year-old. She went on a rant about Jeff Bezos the other day. It was hilarious. I need to stop. I need to be careful what I say around her because she's clearly listening and repeating a lot of stuff. I know, it was so funny. It was so funny. Both of them. I was just like, this is why you two get along. Like, my mom says really, like, biting things to me and I take it to heart. Whereas she'll say biting things to my daughter and my daughter just throws it right back at her. And it is hilarious and sometimes quite cathartic to watch. To be fair, I do remember as a kid asking my father when he was going to divorce his second wife. That's hilarious. What is this thing? This is an ostrich egg. I'm doing an old Slavic folk art called pisanke, where you use a series of wax and dyeing to make a design on your egg. There's some completed ones back there. Smaller than this guy, though. This is my first ostrich. It's huge, and I'm figuring out as I go, and I'm making all kinds of mistakes, and it's very entertaining for everyone involved. Yeah, she went on a rant about Jeff Bezos. He could have fed everyone. He could have fed everyone, Mom. But he put on a cowboy hat and rode off into space instead. I was like, yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. I need to be careful what I say around her. She's going to go to school in the fall, and she's been at home with me since November of last year. And clearly has been listening to all my rants about everything, and now she's starting to go and repeat them in public, and I'm like, oh, whoops. Whoopsie whoopsie. This is when you make the shush button in your kids. My kids, I feel like that is one thing I did not... one thing I failed at as a parent is the shush look, that look of if you keep talking, I'm going to hurt you. Stop talking. I don't have that look because my kids just look at me. They're like, what? And they keep talking. Oh, you should have heard my kids rant to my boomer parents about how on Canada Day, you should have heard their rant. Oh my God. My mom made the mistake of asking them if they were going to go and watch fireworks, and she got an earful about why we weren't celebrating Canada Day. Not the earful she was expecting, but you know what? Probably one she needed to hear. Don't think she expected to hear it from her 7-year-old granddaughter, but whatever. Well, I came in at a weird time. Hello. Well, at least all of her friends will know the truth about Bezos. And then he divorced his wife, got a face full of Botox, put on a cowboy hat, and rode a big dick into space. That's like, I'm going to get phone calls. I'm going to get phone calls from that school in the fall. I know it. I know it. Anyways, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. My mom made like a brainwash button. Oh God. We just finished D&D. Oh, fun. I think I just am not going to answer the phone when the school calls. I'll just let it go to message. Let's let it go to voicemail and then figure out what I need to do. But yeah, she's discovered astrology, my oldest one. She's discovered astrology, and she is just having so much fun with it. So I got her a book. Got her a book today about astrology. She's very interested in sun signs, moon signs, and rising. She's real into it. She's invested. Future Christina can handle it. Capella Creating. Sorry, I was about to call you Capella Crafting. That's amazing. That's awesome. I'll have to come and check them out. Hopefully they're better than mine. I am struggling. You are an amazing... I don't know. Sometimes when I'm fighting with a smaller version of myself, I don't feel it. God, I have another blob there. I didn't even see this one happen. You guys, why am I such a mess? Oh, God. Oh, God. Am I having a small nervous breakdown? Possibly. My first live back, and here I am, losing my kit. This... You were cursed tonight. What? You were cursed tonight. Did it roll through the wax? No, I think it must have just blobbed out at some point and I didn't notice. Clearly it like fell and like... All right, well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go look at the group chat and we're going to see what Danielle's idea is for this blob. And then Kohava has a hole with her... Stabby hole making. Oh God, blow out the candle, Christina. Don't burn yourself. Don't burn yourself. It's your first live back. Do not burn your skin. No one wants to see that. We're going to try Kohava's trick using our stabby hole making tools. We're going to try to scrape it off and then file it down because I'm not going to put any brown in that area, so it's fine. So we're going to try Kohava's technique on those to see if we can fix it. And then we're going to see what Danielle's plan is for this. Dear God, this was... Why am I such a mess tonight? I thought I was going to come back and just be so like rested and rejuvenated and like just ready to wow you all with my skill. And clearly I am who I am and I can take 2 weeks off, but guess what? I am still me. I am still me. Yeah, it's a whole situation. It's a whole situation. Is it a Kitska problem? I wouldn't be a cult meeting without some adventure. It's right there. What? There's another blob? Like, there's this one and this one. You're telling me there's another one? You're telling me there's another one? You're telling me there's another one. Because there's these two. Oh, never mind. Okay. God, you guys are... I got my kids trolling me. I come on here. I got you guys trolling me. I just... Okay. I saw it. I just don't want to acknowledge it. It makes me sad. All right. Well, we kind of got something accomplished tonight. We got the start of our little willows there. I made a mess. I made an absolute mess. And we didn't even get to this side. You're doing great, sweetie. Oh, you know what? When I unwax it at the very end, we can be like, you know, it was a journey. We didn't think we'd make it. It was a journey. So Sunday, I will be back. I'll be back here 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and we'll do some work on this side. And we will have done some investigating with this whole situation. And we'll see what we got. We will see what we got. I'm sure you'll barely even, really barely notice. I'll barely notice the giant brown blobs on the border. I'll barely notice. Yes. I'll just, no. We're seeing the sucker through. We're seeing the sucker through till the end. And there is no mistakes. There is only opportunities for new designs, right? Danielle already has this one figured out. Kahava has a technique for this. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I just needed to throw a little temper tantrum first. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta take a deep breath, pitch a fit, and then figure out what you're doing. Oh, I didn't mean give up. I meant immediate opportunity for a second try. They're polka dots, not mistakes. We'll figure it out. I think it's going to be good. And if not, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Cry about it, then boss it up. Yes. Correct. Absolutely. All right. On that note, this I have no idea what this is from. I think it's from an LOL toy, but when I was vacuuming up 8 pounds of rice the other day, I found that. And look at that. It fits so well. Cry first, deal with the spider second. Is that a saying, or is there a spider somewhere on screen that I don't know about? Oh God, panic, 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 panic. Panic. Now my willows look like spiders. Okay. That's just my life. All right. Sarah has a huge spider. Oh no. Okay. That's an ostrich egg. I had a whole meltdown the other day. I had to kill my oldest one. We basically had a reenactment of the movie where she went in and she had a shower and she turned around and right at the spout there was a massive spider in the shower and she lost her mind and I had to go in and I had to kill it because I was the adult in the house and it sucked and I screamed when I killed it and then my daughter was screaming and then the other one came in to see what we were screaming about. It was a whole thing. Okay. On that note, outdoor and the spiders were dropping from the tree. Oh my God, I would never go back. I don't like being the adult in the house with arachnids. Word. I feel the same way. And at that moment, you're like, where's your father? Yeah. Anyone. The cat, the dog, anyone. Anyone coming. Amazon guy, anybody, come in. Kill this thing. Okay. On that note, thank you all for coming and joining me. I started around 9:30. I was late because I couldn't get my kids in bed. But I'm going to do my lives a little bit earlier. I'm going to do Fridays 9:30 to around 11:30. And I'm going to do Sundays kind of 3 to 5. And yeah, I'm not going to do Wednesdays, I think, for the rest of summer, just to, because my kids are like, we like 16 months into being at home together, and we're all kind of collectively losing it. And they're just kind of, I don't know, they're very needy right now, but it just is what it is. They're children in a pandemic, so. I will see everybody back here again on Sunday. And, yeah, I will try to get better about routinely checking that group so I'm not missing anything. Danielle, I'm going to go and I will check out your idea for Mr. Blob. So, I am very, very glad to be back. And thank you all for coming and joining and spending time here tonight. I missed you guys. So on that note, I hope that you are all nice and relaxed. And if you're new, maybe you learned something about a little art form that you didn't even know existed. And yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back on Sunday, like I said, Sundays and Fridays for the next little while. And we'll just slowly work away at Big Mama here. So, yeah. And on that note, I'm going to go to bed, and because I am probably going to have to be up early with my children tomorrow because they have been getting up early, the little buggers. But I hope you're all nice and relaxed, and I will see everybody on Sunday. Have a good night, everybody.